Askar is army, Askari is soldier, Askars are soldiers. This is a story about how having a motivation to success. We live in cruel world and a cruel time. Modern society has long forgotten the word help and friendship. And at such time it's very easy to lose your way, which many successfully do. But our speech will be about completely different people, about representatives of very 1% who have preserved human concepts, faith and friendship, and the real male character.
Hello, my name's Liam Wilson, a.k.a. English Wilf. I'm a fighter on Cots, King of the Streets. My record is 4-0 and this is my story.
We met this guy not so long ago, thanks to Cots. I recorded my first video about this organization on Russian, which attracted their attention. They said it was cool, but nothing is clear because of language barrier. What about Cots? I think Liam and Savage are absolutely unique in street fight. And once I open Instagram and there this video.
Hello boss of English Wilf here. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for the support and hopefully we see each other soon.
I was very surprised, so our communication began. I regret that I did not meet him at the ever beginning of his journey. But as happened, it happened. So let's start. His combat path began 5 years ago, even before he got into Cots.
A little bit of information about how I ended up in Sweden. I was in the British Army for 5 years straight from school, and when I come out I was sort of missing what I had in the army, like the group, as we say. Like, it was very tight over there, and like we lived by our own rules basically, and when I come out I was missing that. So I turned to partying and doing drugs and fighting far too much back in England when I come out of the army at home. And then, so a couple of years later, my dad suddenly died at the age of 41. And yeah, that really fucked me up. So I knew I had to move away at that point, and I was not liking the person I'd become. And I knew I had to do something drastic to change that. So I applied for a job to work abroad. So I ended up moving to Spain, and I met a Swedish girl over there. At that time, she was exactly what I needed. She didn't drink, she didn't do drugs, and she really helped, like, sort my life out, as we would say. And when we moved back to Sweden together, I realised once I'd been sorting my life out for a while that we didn't have that much in common. And then that's when I started training in the gyms, in one of the gyms in Sweden. And I met my girlfriend, and who is my now wife. And the rest is history.
Now he is 34. He was born outside Liverpool, place called Merseyside, and now a Swedish citizen. Live in Sweden for 5 years, have 1-year-old son, Zion. 5 years he spent on British Army, and his nickname was Little Wilf, short from Wilson, his second name. He was 28 years old, then he started training. His wife fighter too. They met in first gym he joined, when he came to Sweden. She was already training there, so she has seen he before could fight, before could kick. She used to fuck he up in sparring, quote of Wilf. Despite such a short period of time, in just 5 years Liam has managed to achieve a lot. But the main peaks are still ahead. He got some falls. Without this, they never been in sport. But they only motivated and forced to become better, as Michael Jordan said.
That my pain was my motivation.
I has barnacle boxing in event called The Gloves Are Off against very experienced boxer, and it was my very first boxing match. I got knocked out, but I learned a lot from this fight, said me Wilf. Still will strong, then might punch. Fighter is not who only kick, but who rise after very hard punch. Liam has 3 Muay Thai, 5 MMA, 1 K1, 1 barnacle boxing and 1 Litway fight, and also completing a lot in BJJ. And now we listen what friend say about Liam Wilson.
Liam English Wilf Wilson. How I met Liam, we both joined the army at 16 years old. We both joined the same regiment after training to move to London and chase women. I've known him for 18 years. When we were younger, Liam had a really pretty boy face, so he attracted a lot of women, and a lot of men didn't enjoy that. So me and Liam used to fight with other people a lot. We got into a lot of fights, all because of Liam and his boyish good looks. Who Liam is to me, I see Liam as everything a man should be. He is a loving family man. He's fiercely loyal. He would do anything to help out anyone. Doesn't give away much emotion on his face. But he wears his heart on his sleeve. Liam is probably one of the best men I know. And I know that his dad would be immensely proud of the man he's become.
I asked, why Cots? He said, I feel king of the street is made for me, so that he is my full attention, but once I can travel back to England, I will fight again Litway. They would love to have belt for Litway. I will fight barnacle if it meant me my wife fighting on the same event, which is will then we can back to England. Savage and Wilf are now main faces of the promotion. Are you considering your fight? He smiled and said that in addition to fact that the weight is different and I would not like it adjust, he said Savage his friend. Two good friends to beat each other in the face. Now Liam part of Hype Crew and his record 4-0 in organization. His fights are really brutal, his knockouts is bright, and I think that is not over. He part of Askari. How it be? How did you become a member of Hype Crew? I learned about codes from Instagram. I met Hype Crew or the leader of Hype Crew on my first CODS match. After the fight I said that I want to be a part of Hype Crew. We train together, they eat together, and they take me to shit of Hype Crew. And now I'm very proud. At this moment I still very proud of this, and pride it now, said Liam.
So the first time that I've seen Liam Wilson was in the last King of the Street event where I competed, and he also competed in the main event against Tomczak. And before that I saw him on the poster and I saw that his fighting style was lightweight. And a training partner of mine, former King of the Street fighter as well. Call it nice, a.k.a. the IT guy. He also went to Myanmar, where Lethwei originated from, and he went there to train in the art and to have a fight in Lethwei, which is basically Muay Thai striking with bare knuckles and with headbutts, so which is fucking awesome. And so yeah, his name got me curious, and I saw that he was already 4-0 in King of the Streets, all wins by knockout. I was like, all right, this guy got my attention. And when I saw him fight live, you know, like the first time I actually met him, he's like a very humble guy. He's like a real, true martial artist in the way he presents himself, you know, not a cocky guy, not arrogant at all. So yeah, I thought it was awesome. So when he won his fight by knockout, which was, like, believe me, that's one of the most viral knockouts or the craziest knockouts that I have ever seen in my life. So when I saw him win that fight in that way, man, like, they even, like, here's a picture. I went crazy, man. I jumped off the fucking cage, you know, and went crazy for him. And yeah, he's just a real cool, humble dude. His wife also a fighter. They're a fighting family, a fighting couple. So if any ladies want to go and fight her, like, good luck. You're getting your ass whooped. So yeah, man, shout out to Liam Wilson, like a true fighter. I think he represents Sweden and England, both of them. But yeah, respect from the Hoy boy, man.
Liam is amazing man, amazing father, amazing husband, and I'm very glad that I know this man, and this man is my good friend, and he is perfect fighter, and I think that this man never stop. He trained very hard with Matilda. Matilda support him in everything what he do.
Hi, I'm Matilda Wilson, which also makes me Liam, English Wilf's wife. The first time I met Liam was in a martial art gym in Sweden, where we both trained at the time. And my first impression of Liam was that he was pure kindness, almost too kind for his own best. But for all of you who have seen Liam fought in cuts, he's not he's not too kind for his own best. It took me a couple of months to get to know Liam properly because I was too much up in my own head, stressing around. But Liam patiently continued to say hi to me every training session, and when I did start to get to know him properly, I realized that this kindness I've seen came from his culture of Liverpool and also was a part of him. It was just a fact I never met a person with his manners, open mind, totally unjudgmental, and the biggest heart ever, not only towards me but against everyone around him. Long story short, we soon became best friends. After a year he moved into mine, obviously never moved out. So I followed him from his very first kick through his whole fight journey, where he always so humble and totally fearless, had put himself in situations and challenges against very experienced fighters in different styles of martial arts and in a lot of countries all over the world, with only one true mission: to never give up and always just evolve.
And now Liam and Matilda start to train to have big journey in Russia, in Top Dog promotion. They want to fight like a couple together.
Hello, Top Dog promotion. Liam and Matilda here. I'm very excited to be given an opportunity to come and fight over in Russia and show you what we can do and what we're capable of, and even more exciting for us to fight as a couple. It's super cool. And shout out to Apache Fight team. See you soon.
Askar is army, Askari is soldier, Askars are soldiers. Don't forget this.